What's up, oh faceless one?
What's going on? Let me see.
Just enough, man. Give me a minute. I got a couple of things I need to just make sure are working right, and I'll be back with you. Where did you go, Joe DiMaggio? Good evening and happy Tuesday to everyone. Welcome to Juke Joint Sports. I am one of your hosts, Edward Willis, and we are awaiting the re-arrival of my co-host, Lance Harkey. Lance is having some technical difficulties. He was with us and it's gone. We're at separate locations for this particular broadcast this Tuesday. And I do believe we're about to be joined by that young man. Well, I was tricked again. So we're still having a few technical difficulties, but just wanted to say a couple of things before Lance joins us. Baltimore, Buffalo is one of the best games I've seen in years. I hate the fact that the game somewhat was decided by a fumble that really shifted, I believe, the outcome of the game. I feel bad for Derrick Henry. because he otherwise had just an incredible game. But I can see those two teams at the end of the year battling it out for a trip to the Super Bowl. And don't know if that game's going to be in Baltimore. Don't know if it's going to be in Buffalo. I don't think it matters. I think when they played last year, Mark Andrews had a drop. Otherwise, they may still be playing. This year, to start the season, Derrick Henry fumbles after running for almost 200 yards otherwise. And I think Baltimore wins the game. These two teams are very close. And I think they're both better than Kansas City at this point. Long season, so things can change. I think they're both better than Kansas City right now, though. And I don't know. I don't know of anyone else in the AFC that has the ability to actually to beat them if you're either going to have to play in Buffalo or you're going to have to play in Baltimore. I think to beat either of those teams, you're going to need home field advantage. And even if you have home field advantage, I think you're going to have to play your best game to beat either of those teams as they're constituted right now. Injuries happen. Injuries can change a lot of things. But right now, Baltimore and Buffalo are the two best teams in the AFC. That's just an overview. Lance, what do you think about that statement about Baltimore and Buffalo being the two best teams in the AFC right now?
Right now, I agree with you. I don't know. They're the best two. They're the best two. It's going to be very interesting when it gets down. I like that Buffalo is building a new stadium. So next year the ice won't bother them. That's the only thing
Well,
I like.
there's going to be no roof on that stadium.
No, the new one it is.
No, it's open air.
For real?
No
For
roof,
real?
man. For real, for real. Yeah, they're
That don't
keeping
make
that
sense.
element of it. Yeah, they're keeping that element of it. They are raising it. So the current stadium, one of my best friends grew up within bicycle distance of the current stadium. Grew up in Buffalo. A lot of his family still lives there. And his brother actually has a contract to drive a snowplow on the streets around the stadium so people have places to park when they come to the game.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the current stadium is in a bowl, more or less. It's dug down into the ground. So the new stadium is going to be elevated, supposedly to help block some of the wind. So the wind isn't whipping down into the bowl and whipping around. If they build the sides up, they're hoping to block some of the wind. But who knows? You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what they're hoping for. You're still going to get snow. You're still going to get snow like crazy in there. So it's still going to be cold as all heck in November, December, and January. So I don't know.
Is they going to make it like Seattle? Seattle.
I don't know. I haven't looked at. Yeah. Seattle. That's a unique. Whoever did that knew exactly what they were doing, and they did it right because that place is loud. All the sound stays in the stadium. None of it escapes the stadium. Kansas City's also like that. And I don't know, Kansas City's built different. Their stadium's built differently than Seattle, but you somehow have the same effect. It seems like all the sound stays in the stadium. None of it escapes. I don't know. Seattle's the loudest place I've ever heard that. I've never even heard anything like that. Maybe LSU, Baton Rouge, maybe. Those are the two places that had verifiable earthquake games.
Earthquake games?
Yeah, because in both those stadiums, the noise got loud enough that it registered on the Richter scale, like there was an earthquake happening in both places during a football game.
Hmm.
I thought you knew this. You
No, I
should
didn't.
Google, while we're talking, you should Google LSU earthquake game real quick. It'll make you
Oh,
laugh. Because I think it was
I,
against Alabama. I believe it was against Alabama. Back in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. And, people in the stands thought the whole stadium was just going to crash down to the ground. It was shaking so much from the noise.
not many of us know about the stadiums. Just like I didn't know that Boston Red Sox stadium is dug down into the ground
Right.
and then build up around it. I didn't know
Yeah.
that until just
Oh,
recently.
yeah. 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 The people, I don't know if those apartments still exist, but I know back in the 1990s, late 1990s, when I visited Boston, visited a friend of, well, my girlfriend's friend, went to
Uh-huh.
see her, and she had an apartment. These are old apartments. They may be torn down by now. We're 25, 26 years down the road. She could literally simply, I think it was her bedroom window, if I remember correctly. She could watch the game
Oh wow.
because she was like on the third floor. She could literally watch
Like
the game. And of course, she could hear everything perfectly.
like they do at the Chicago Cubs game.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, exactly. Very similar
They
to
can
that.
watch the game.
Yeah. So, which I think is that's a neat experience. But I was thinking there are a couple of college stadiums. I want to say Colorado's one of them. I want to say maybe no. I was going to say University of California, but I don't think so. I don't think that hill is high enough where you could just go
Hmm.
sit on a hill there
I remember
outside the
that.
stadium and watch the game.
I
And I
remember
think it's Colorado that has something like that for sure.
I remember when I was living in Austin, I used to get, they used to sell the end zone seats for $5.
Hmm.
And then Ricky Williams came and, the price went up sky high. You had the Heisman Trophy man there. So they were good at that time. So it's interesting.
Yeah,
But
it is.
that Buffalo game kind of upset me. I'm a Baltimore fan, but I'm really not upset. I mean, we could have closed the deal. Henry fumble. I didn't realize how fast Henry was. He left
Oh
that
my
guy.
God.
He left that guy behind after about three strides.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They tried to
And
make
then
they said the
the
guy
guy acted
was
like he
only a
was
four
tripping.
seven guy though. Oh yeah, you're gonna act like you're falling down, like you're off balance.
That
You know, make up for the fact that
was
you're
funny.
simply not that fast, right?
Right. But I mean either if either one of them lost, I don't think it was such a big deal. This, like you say,
No,
16 more games to go.
exactly. Yeah, and I think both of those teams, again, nothing changes, barring injury, catastrophic kind of injuries. I think those two teams are going to be the ones at the end of the year
I mean,
playing for the Super Bowl.
we do need some more cornerbacks and safeties.
You're talking
Because
about
we're
on Baltimore or who? What do you mean?
On Baltimore, especially if you're gonna play
Uh
man, you got to get it
not
going.
their safeties are as good as anybody's. Um, and in fact, I would argue they have the best free safety. And he's really kind of he's not a true free safety. They moved him there last year because they were having problems. He's really more
Uh-huh.
of a box safety, but he can play both. I think he's the best safety in football.
Well, they
Period.
cornerbacks didn't act like it. Our CBs didn't act like it.
Give him give him to week 5. And
Yeah.
I do this every year with the NFL. Get me to week 5. And by that time, teams have developed their personality of who they are. what they can
Right.
do, how they're going to play,
5,
all of
6.
those things, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere in that range. You'll kind of know who they are. Now, people, teams can change a little bit from time to time. Cincinnati did last year, and they made that late run trying to get into the playoffs. But usually,
Yeah.
somewhere 5 or 6, you kind of know what you got. So that'll be very interesting for a number of teams. Pittsburgh being one of them, because I
You
want to
think
see if they can sustain offensively, in particular, if they can sustain what they did against New York.
didn't they just trade for a new running back, another running back?
If they did, I missed it. What did it happen today?
No, it was like yesterday or so. Maybe
Okay.
been, I can't remember. Should have caught it. I should have wrote it down at the time I saw it. It might
Hmm.
not have been Pittsburgh. It might be somebody else that traded for a running back.
Okay.
But I think it was Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers he's gonna do what I thought he should do. He's healed up now. All he gotta do is pitch and catch.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a
He
bad boy.
they chased him around a little bit more than I thought was healthy for him Sunday. I mean,
Yeah.
he made some decent throws off his back foot and different things like that, but he got chased a lot more than I thought Pittsburgh would want to have him chased around.
Look, Pittsburgh defense didn't look like last year defense.
No, they didn't.
They look more like the Jets defense of last year, and the Jets look like the Pittsburgh defense. Jets look like they were ready to play this year.
Oh, I think they are. I think Aaron Glenn's a heck of a good coach, man.
Absolutely.
You saw the difference. So jump to Detroit. You saw the difference of not having Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn coordinating your offense and defense.
That's the coach for the New York Jets.
Coach for the Jets was the defensive coordinator in Detroit, and of course, Johnson, who's in Chicago, was the offensive coordinator for Detroit last
Four,
year.
four of the black coaches, head coaches, in the NFL played each other this weekend. Pittsburgh
Hmm.
and the Jets, and then you had
Right.
Atlanta and Tampa Bay. Both games
Hmm.
were very close,
Oh yeah.
very tight. I think it has a lot to do with the coaching.
Yeah, I mean, coaching and talent. I mean, there's not, well, we'll see. Like I said, game 5 or 6. I don't think there is a wide gap between Pittsburgh and the Jets. I think Pittsburgh is better, but not by a lot. And I think the Jets can get better because I think the Jets quarterback, now that there's nobody looking over his shoulder in New York,
And
there's
you don't
nobody
have to
coming to
hear it.
take his job. I think he's going to get better as the year goes on
Yeah, most definitely.
because
Now,
it's his show. Finally, unequivocally, the team is his. And I think that's going to
yeah,
help him tremendously.
that Atlanta quarterback Pennick. Oh my, the kid is second year, right? He
Hmm.
looked awesome. He looked really good. I enjoyed watching him at we got to see the stretch of
Hmm.
it. Yeah, he looked really good.
Well,
Uh,
they've got a
look,
shot.
looked a little tired at the end. He got a little tired at the end, but
Is he
he looked
trying? Was he
good.
trying to do too much? Was he trying to
Yeah,
run and throw?
yeah, both. Yeah, he was doing
Because,
both.
and that I don't understand because they have two great now third-year running backs on that team, and why they would ever ask him to use his legs, say
Well,
more than 3 or 4 times a game, is beyond me. They've got great running backs, man.
he dropped back. He didn't see anything, so he take off. It's freshman jitters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
His
Yeah,
little antics.
he needs to get away from that. If he's going to be if his legs are going to be tired in the fourth quarter, well, you throw with your
Well,
legs, man.
he'll get better shape. He'll get in better shape.
Okay. All right.
gas yourself out, getting like Richard Sherman always say, you take everybody and gas them out.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
Atlanta has a chance to make the playoffs if they can just kind
boy,
of get on an even keel and stay there.
that running back for UT from UT, that kid, and this is second or third year.
This is his third year now.
Oh, he's tough. He's good. He's
Yeah,
great.
he is a very good running back. I don't think he looks, people think he's like a really slender, light guy. He weighs about 215.
Yeah, he looks
And
slim though.
yeah,
Man,
he
he
looks
looks
slim. And I don't know if they have some idea that they want to limit his carries. Man, that dude is so good. I'm loading him up. I'm an old John McKay guy. I don't know if you remember John McKay,
I
the old
remember John
USC
McKay.
coach.
Yeah.
John, I think OJ had like 37 carries one game, either against Oregon State or somebody like that. And John McKay was asked about the number of carries that OJ had in the game. He said, "Why are you worried? The ball's not that heavy."
That's a good one.
you know, I mean, that's kind of old school thinking, but
Yeah.
if you figure you're a prime running back and your name's not Derrick Henry, you got 7, 8 years max in the league.
Well,
You might stick around and be, backup, emergency, whatever after that, but you got 7, 8 years in the league. Man, I'm saying, give me the rock.
I used to
If I
love
have,
just give me the rock and move out the
yeah,
way.
yeah. If you have that kind of talent, let me showcase it.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys at that age, at that stage, they've come through Pop Warner, junior high, high school, college. Man, they know how to run, take a hit, get down. They know how
And
to
you know
take
what
care
I
of
hate?
themselves.
They run into the right, they run into the left. Put the ball in your left hand. Run into
Hmm
the right. Put the ball in the right. Take with
That
your
that's
left.
that old that's that old school thinking. You think they still teach that stuff?
No, because Derrick Henry had it in his right hand when he fumbled,
I
going
know.
to the left.
Yeah.
And all that dude did was swap at his hand, at his wrist.
Yep. Yep.
He got a fumble.
hmm I don't think they teach those fundamentals, even at the professional level. I
They
don't think
don't
they teach that the way that they did in the past.
pass. Yeah. Now,
I
did
mean,
you,
these guys are such freakish athletes. A lot of
yeah.
times they just let them do what they want to do.
What do you feel about the Russell Wilson? I think he got
I
a
think,
bad rap.
well, because he was being chased like he had stole something the whole game,
Yep.
or what?
Yeah, he was chased all day.
Yeah, he was.
And
The
it
thing
was
with the thing with Russ is when he is being chased, his performance drops to the level of abysmal. He just
the
doesn't
level of
have the
what?
ability, abysmal, just very low performance level. He doesn't have the ability like he did when he was younger to escape that stuff with the eye toward making a big play. It just doesn't seem to be in him anymore. It's a step, it's a half step, whatever it is, and the arm strength isn't there like it was in the past either.
Like it
So he
was.
can't bail himself out. Russ is better off
Well,
when he sees that just throwing the ball out of bounds.
he tried a few times. He did do it a few times. But
Mm-hmm.
it's they were screaming for Dart. They want Dart. They want Jackson
Of
Dart.
course. Sure
And
they do.
he would have got destroyed by that team.
You're probably right.
That would have broke his ego.
It may have. I mean, I don't know enough about him. I mean, playing for the coach that he had at the University of Mississippi, I don't think you
Uh,
can be abused. I don't think you can be abused any worse than what a film session what that coach is on a Monday after a Saturday game. So I think his psyche is okay. I just think the game might be too fast for him right now, and that's why they didn't put him in the game.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I can't wait to see him because, as I told you back there before the draft, I thought he was the second best quarterback in the draft and close to being the best quarterback in the draft, just based on just raw ability. He has he's an amazing athlete. And you don't usually say that against, and please, audience, pardon me for using this language. You usually don't say that about white boys. But he is an amazing athlete.
Well,
the guy in Buffalo is an amazing athlete.
Yeah, he used to win me a lot of money when he played for Wyoming. Yeah, he was good in college.
Yeah, hey, but they were laughing about his throwing motion. Did you see that thing they put up about how he threw when he first came into the league? Oh man, it was a mess.
Now, how about Parsons? Parsons looked
good? I thought he had a good game for 29, 30 snaps, whatever it was.
23.
Yeah. Well, I heard it was 29. Somebody keeps saying 29.
It might be 23. It might be 29.
Yeah, but I mean, he had 3 pressures, 1 sack, and forced an interception, or they gave him the force on the interception. I don't even know how you judge that, but the NFL, what people that keep stats, they gave him a pressured quarterback into throwing an interception. Maybe that goes towards somebody's bonus or something. Maybe his bonus. Who knows? I thought he had a great game though.
When he came into the game, the guy that was going out showed him so much love. Like, yeah. I mean, they was shaking and high-fiving. Dude, get off the field.
But that's so happy. That's a good thing to see for a guy who's been there for a week. Right? He's been there for a week.
Yeah.
And he's already that close with his teammates. And if the whole team is really like that, if it wasn't, they kind of pumping it up for the cameras. But if it's real, then you have the opportunity to having something really special.
That was real. That was real. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happened Thursday. Green Bay against Washington.
Yeah. Well, Washington scored 21 points on the Giants. And I'll give the Giants this. The Giants' front 4 is probably as good as anybody in football.
Correct.
Now, I can't say anything. I don't know that much about their DBs and especially the outside linebackers and stuff like that. But they seem to have played pretty well too. But their front 4, they're going to clown some people this year. Dexter Lawrence is as good as the Jones kid in Kansas City. He's as good as the kid at Philadelphia. I mean, he's a handful, man. That's a grown man. Big sexy Dexy will get after you. Green Bay comes at you differently. Because with Parsons, Green Bay comes at you with speed. I don't know if Washington has anybody on that offensive line. They're going to have to double team Parsons when he's on the field.
I did notice Detroit was blocking man, and then all of a sudden Parsons come in, they doubled on him.
Yeah.
Put 2 blockers on him.
Right.
After 1 or 2 series, Parsons being in. I didn't like when they jumped Parsons to one side or the other. He should have just stayed on the left side. Because Galt was
they had him lined up. They had him lined up over center one time.
Yeah, because I come to find out their guards were new guards, both guards.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. They did lose some guys. Yeah, and they lost their center. Their center retired. Detroit center retired.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
So,
what I forgot who the announcer was, but he did make that statement. He said
hmm
those two guys are very first year with Detroit, and Parsons was gonna take advantage of it or attempt
yeah.
to take advantage of it.
Well, they double teamed him when he was lined up over center. They double teamed him.
Yeah. So somebody
So
should shake loose. Somebody should shake
somebody's got to
loose.
be free, right? Somebody's got to be running free,
They
and
have
I'd
four
be in.
sacks.
Yeah,
Um,
and
uh,
the guy that I guess will probably end up playing opposite Parsons, that guy's pretty darn good.
he's
I
really good.
mean, he's not that far from being doing what Parsons can do. The
Right.
difference is speed.
Parsons
Parsons
do
will,
get off.
man, he runs people down, dude.
Yeah.
He just he runs people down like like a cheetah chasing an antelope.
And he got a pretty good little swim move. His
Yeah.
upper body is strong.
Oh yeah. So the whole idea that you're gonna have to run at him to neutralize him,
Hmm.
I believe that's how you do it. I mean, but that's old football. Run at speed, run away from strength and run at speed.
Yeah.
But I think Green Bay's defense is good enough that if you do that, you're not going to have as much success as you think you're going to have. Plus, the
Right.
rest of their team will get after you too.
Yeah. The whole team is well, and the backers are pretty good.
Hmm Yeah, that looks like a very competitive football team. I'll tell you another defense, and of course they showed it last year and surprised a lot of people. They're not a surprise this year. The LA Rams, you better bring everything you've got on offense if you want to do anything against the LA Rams defense. That is a whole group of hunter killers. Man, they
They
come to make your
quietly
life miserable.
they quietly develop a really good team.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, when they had Mayfield, and at the end of that year, that defense got good, and the offense
hmm
did too.
Yeah.
So, and then last year, but the quarterback did really good
Yeah. Oh,
compared
yeah.
to since he was hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. His back. He and Parsons both. They must both went to the same doctor to get ready for game one. You
They
know,
juiced him
both of them were
up.
out the whole preseason with back injuries. Oh, I'm sure you get what do they call them, epidural or something?
Epidural,
Probably
yeah,
pain blocker. So, I mean, you do what you got to do when you're getting paid that kind of money playing that sport. Because as Joe
correct.
Burrow famously said, there's not one day in the season that you don't have pain.
No, not
So
one.
live with it. You got to go. So, I mean, yeah, the Rams impressed me. The 49ers, somebody does not like the 49ers. Somebody in heaven does not like the 49ers. So even though they won, how many of their offensive starters did they lose? Three?
They lost at least two, three, yeah. And they about to lose Purdy this weekend. He's
That's
banged
what I
up.
heard. Right.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play. Um, that dude,
Who's
that receiver that held out, that whatever his name
Yeah,
was,
he's not
what's
ready.
his
Well,
name?
Ayub or whatever, he's
Yeah,
not ready yet. He's still recovering from that
ready.
injury from last year.
He was ready enough to cry for that money.
Yeah, he was crying for the money, but he's still rehabbing from last year's injury.
Um,
And they let Debo go.
yeah, and he looked good.
Yeah, Debo looked all right. You
Yeah,
know,
he stretched. He was stopped at the 5 and dove all the way, stretched his body out for a touchdown.
Debo's Superman.
Yeah,
Thinks
he
he's
looked like
Superman.
Stretch Armstrong right there. He stretched
Probably so.
Armstrong.
Yeah, Debo is all right. Kittles is out for San Francisco. They think
Yeah,
he's going to
he's the
be
one
out
who got
for
hurt.
4 to 6 weeks, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's one really they lost that hurt him. But
Hmm.
they ended up winning that game. I was shocked.
Yeah. Seattle didn't close the game out. And
Y'all play y'all play them this year?
that was we play
No, y'all don't play 49ers.
we play the AFC West. We don't play the
Okay.
NFC West, I don't believe.
Because y'all would have got him this year. Dak could have got him this year.
Got Seattle? Beat Seattle?
No, it could have beat 49ers this year.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. This would have
Yeah,
been a
49ers chance.
good year to get them if you're going
Yeah,
to get
beat
them.
them up.
Yeah. But I mean, Dallas is in a position where everything that they did against Philadelphia is worthless if they don't beat the Giants. And I mean beat the Giants. Don't eke out win 16-14 on a field goal in the fourth quarter. They need to beat the Giants.
That might be what happened. Hey, what's this
Maybe.
deal about giving uh, number seven a $500,000 fine? Of
They did. They already gave it to him. They
yeah,
gave
what?
him that fine, or in the preseason they notified him that they were going to fine him $500,000 because he went to his own doctors and his own trainers instead of using the Cowboy staff, because he basically said, I don't trust your staff to tell me whether or not I'm ready to play or to get me ready to play, rehab me correctly. So he went and paid his own people, his own doctor, his own training staff, his own physio, all of that stuff to get him ready.
Who fined him?
Jerry.
Cowboy?
Yeah, Cowboys fine. Yeah.
Not cool. I mean, it's
No, it's not.
understandable.
I think, maybe he should have checked in and said, "Hey, look,
Yeah.
this is what I'm doing. These are the reports. This is written by my doctor. This is written by my trainer. Um, here's some video of me working out, running, so and so and so forth. I just want to let you know I'm getting ready properly." Maybe he didn't do that, or maybe he did
Yeah.
that, and they said that's not enough. We want to be the ones to decide. More
No.
and more, more and more. And LeBron started this mess, I think.
No.
Jordan
Kawhi
made
Leonard.
did Kawhi
Leonard
Leonard.
started
Well,
that. Yeah.
I'm not talking about the injury rehab part of it. I'm talking
No,
about just
remember?
having your own staff part of it to get you ready, whether you hurt or not. Because
Oh, okay.
Jordan had a team of people
Uh-huh.
that he worked with to get him ready. LeBron picked that up. Luka, the Mavericks got mad at Luka because Luka had like 8 people.
Oh, for real?
Work. Oh, Luka got a whole team of people. Now they're all with the Lakers. Everybody that the Mavericks ran off and said, "Get out of here. We don't even want you in the facility." The Lakers said, "Come on in. You friend of Luka's? Come on in, man. Come on."
Come on in.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Lucas said. He said, "Man, everybody I liked, everybody that became a friend of mine, the Mavericks got rid of,
Mm.
including
Well,
Boban. Including Boban. That was his man. The big, tall, goofy looking dude.
the 7-6, yeah, seven.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
He did. He
most
did.
locker rooms, if you played for the team as a pro, they don't mind you
Yeah,
coming back and hanging around the locker room, high fiving you guys, and all that.
right. Yeah, Boban is. He was in. He looked good in Kill Bill though. Not Kill Bill. Uh,
You talking about
you know.
John Wick?
Yeah, John Wick. He looked
Yeah,
good in Wick. He looked
he
good.
did,
That was,
dude.
he fought pretty
Boban did.
good.
He played his role extremely well. I was surprised.
I was too, especially like he could really fight.
Exactly. Oh yeah. So now Boban's a staple in Hollywood.
Mm.
Going to dinner with Luca, going to dinner with other players on the team and staff and all that stuff.
Picking up,
They got,
picking up the bill.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Those guys, man, those guys don't get a bill. Because, when one of those guys shows up at those restaurants, the manager simply makes a call to whoever writes the column for the local big newspaper and say, you won't believe who's dining in my restaurant tonight. I got Luca, I got what's her name that owns the team. I got Dr. So and so, and I got the Nike representative, from Jordan Brand. Yeah, they're all here, man.
No
You want to come
wonder,
down and.
no wonder Dirk, when I worked at Dave and Buster's, he used to come we close at 12. He used to come at between 11:30 and 12 just to go back there and play ice hockey.
Okay.
And there was usually nobody there, but we didn't tell everybody Dirk is there. Whoever was there ran up on him and talked to him. He spoke to everybody, but we didn't put it in the newspaper or anything. He used to come in there all the time just to play air hockey, 30
Yeah.
minutes. It was good to see him.
Yeah. It would be. You probably like you don't want the world to know at the
Right.
time, but after the fact, man, if you had a photo of Dirk playing games at your place,
Mm-hmm.
then people just start drifting in to see if they can ever be there when Dirk comes
When
in.
he's
Because
there.
same thing with Cuban and his children, right?
Yeah. His
He
son.
would come in there with his son and hang out and play and stuff like that, and nobody bugged him. It was just cool that he was
Yeah,
there.
my son played with him for a little while when they were
Hmm.
little. But Emmett used to come and play this one game, and he requested people around him to keep everybody else around
Oh,
away.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
You mean like
and
staff?
yeah, our staff.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, so the managers did it, but he would come in there. Michael Irvin, nobody bothered him. Well, they
Right.
did, but they did. He can handle his own, and that's how I
Hmm.
became real good friends with Terry Glenn. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
really? Okay.
Yeah, I used to take care of him and his 3 kids. Yeah. Oh,
Who's
Terry, I
there
miss
was
Terry.
one of the Mavericks that was on the championship team, African American brother. He's come all the time to Dave and Buster's.
On what team?
Played
On
for
the
the
Mavericks
Mavericks.
team?
Yeah. What's that brother's name? They
Mm.
called him the Matrix.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I really didn't see much of him. The only one I seen a lot of was LT when he retired.
Okay.
LT came in a lot, but you don't notice LT because he's so small.
Hmm.
Talking about this is my natural body weight. How you know? Dude, you've been big all your life. He just said, I can't talk to you. But LT was there a lot. Terry
Okay.
Glenn. It's a few of them that come in there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. There's
then
normal
Jerry,
people.
oh yeah. Jerry got it set up where, if you're gonna drink and drive, you go to this restaurant and he got you taken care of.
Right.
Ever since that guy ran over it, had that accident back in the day,
Hmm. Right.
coming
Did
from a
you watch
club.
it? Did you watch any of the documentary? Oh, that's right. You
Who?
told me you don't have Netflix, so you couldn't watch
No,
the Cowboys
I don't have, no.
documentary. Yeah, it was pretty good, man. It talked about that particular episode. That was one of the things that changed that team because he was the enforcer
Oh,
on
really?
offense. Oh yeah. Yeah, he
You
was
know,
you couldn't mess with their players. I mean, you're going to play football, but if you were going to try to get in somebody's face, that brother was going to be the shadow that showed up, and you're going to wonder where all the lights went. You
I
know,
thought he was a little dude. I thought he was a small
no,
guy.
6'5", 6'6", maybe 280, light on his feet like a boxer. He was a
Well,
bad man.
he completed his time, which I'm glad he did. So
Yeah,
that time went
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
I
But yeah, I
hate,
mean that you always hate that stuff. But back
yeah.
to uh back to present day ball. Who won this past week, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday? Who won and didn't impress you in winning?
Oh wow. UT.
But pro football, man, because you're always going to say UT when it comes to college football. Stick to pro football for the moment.
The Raiders won, uh, but I knew they was gonna win that game. Um, wow, it's hard to say. They did not impress me. That's the question, right?
What was the line on that game in New England prior to kick?
Oh, New England was giving 2.5 points away
Okay.
to the
Okay.
Raiders.
Okay. And the Raiders won by 3?
Yeah. So they
Okay.
basically won by 5.5 since they was
Mm-hmm.
already getting to. But I knew the Raiders would win that because basically on the coach.
So you're just basically saying that Pete Carroll's a better coach, period.
Yeah, he's a better coach and he had more talent. I don't even know who his quarterback is
For the Raiders?
for the LA Raiders, Oakland Raiders. I don't know who their
Yeah, that's
quarterback
Gino
is.
Gino who he had in Seattle.
Oh,
Gino.
the one he had in Seattle. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he did. Seattle did pretty good. They lost though, didn't they?
They lost to San Francisco. That's what I'm saying. If they had been able
Yeah.
to finish the game, they would have won the game. They had a chance to finish that game off and
Mm.
didn't do it. I want to say it was because I didn't watch any of it. I was just reading reports of it. Strip sack of their quarterback late in the fourth quarter that
Right.
allowed San Francisco to win.
It was a relatively boring opening day to me, but
Somewhat.
it was okay. Somewhat, yeah.
Resurrection, as I said to my son last night when I was talking to him, and he had a big laugh out of this. Daniel Jones was resurrected. Somebody rolled the stone away, and Daniel Jones is resurrected in
No,
Indianapolis.
no, no. Look, Jones is a decent quarterback. He was
Okay,
just at a bad
you
team.
could not say that when he played for the Giants.
Yes, I could because he had one good year that got him that big lump sum of money. Then after that, I mean, they didn't have anything. They didn't have an offensive line. A coach got an
I,
offensive line.
do they? I don't even know who plays for
Yes,
the Colts. Him and Taylor, the running back.
that running back is really good.
Yeah,
He's
he's really
fast.
good. Those
I
are the
like the
only
way
two
he hits the
players I
hole.
can tell you that play for Indianapolis of those two
They
people.
got they got some good receivers. When I say good,
Name
I think
name
all
one.
I don't
Name
know their
one.
names. I don't know their names. But the thing about receivers, all you gotta do is catch the ball, man.
Hmm.
I don't care. Your name means nothing to me. If 4th and 5, catch the ball. Uh, that one kid caught the ball this weekend. He played with Aaron Rodgers last year. I can't remember his name. Not D Hop, but the other one.
Okay. So Indianapolis wins how many games this year with Daniel Jones at quarterback?
9.
You think they're
Nine
going to win
games.
9 games?
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna win that division.
You think they beat
Tennessee,
Houston? You think they beat Houston and win that division?
I I know they beat Houston to win that division.
Okay.
Houston is overrated. Stroud, mm, don't know what to say about him. He had a good first year. That's awesome. Last year he didn't do too well. This is third year, correct?
Yeah. So year
Yeah.
3 should be a
Yeah.
step up year for him.
Yeah, he lost. They lost that game, correct?
They lost to Denver. Yeah.
Yep. To me, Denver's not that good, but
Denver's defense is that good. I'm not real
yeah.
sold on Denver's offense, even though they're gaga. over their quarterback. I think he had, how many picks did he have? Did he have 2 or 3 Sunday?
I can't remember. I know the first half he had one.
Hmm. I think he had at least
Yeah,
two picks.
I
I'm
think
not
he's a
that
good
high on
quarterback.
him. I think he's okay. He's okay, but there are 32 teams, and if you go too deep, there's 64 quarterbacks. He's
Correct?
somewhere in the 20s to me as one of those quarterbacks.
Right, but he's just what Peyton likes.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean that's cool.
Right there.
I just don't think that gives you a long run into the playoffs because I think the same thing will happen to them this year if they make the playoffs. That what happened to them when they went to Baltimore with the Buffalo last year when they had to make that step up in competition.
Yeah.
They're not going to be there.
Well, yeah. Um, Indianapolis, all they got is Tennessee, Houston, and New Orleans.
No, Jacksonville is in that division with them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they got Jacksonville, Houston, and Tennessee.
yeah, that's their conference.
They got it. Daniel Jones will win that.
So
Daniel
you're
Jones is
saying,
good.
are
Don't
you
sleep on
saying
him.
you're saying they'll beat Houston twice, or will they split with Houston?
They'll split with Houston. Houston might get lucky one game with them.
We're gonna see on that. I'm just Indianapolis has been such a place that people go to die that they're going to have
Hmm?
to prove it to me over the first 5, 6 games
Hmm?
of the year that they're legit.
To
Man,
die?
everybody they bring in there, like they 2 years ago they drafted the kid high as a quarterback.
Yeah, but that guy
He
had
he turned
no
he turned he
experience.
turned into a flake.
Well, you knew that was going to
You
happen.
you were one of the people who were touting him because of his athletic ability at
No,
Florida.
I was that was one of the people I wanted to see. I had like 5 or 6 guys or 7, 8 teams out that I wanted to see what happened this year. The dude only played what in Florida. That was
One
it.
season, really, one season
Yeah,
at Florida,
season. So
legit,
I
one
didn't know he
season.
was that. When I found out how soft he is, when the man took himself out the game, when he took himself out the
I
game,
know,
he lost
right?
everything.
You know what it reminded me of? And
Uh,
remember the Titans when Petey took himself
took himself out. Yeah,
When Petey quit.
man.
That's what it reminded me of.
I just, I just don't understand. Um, but get yourself better. Do something better, man. Come on.
Yeah, he's got mental health issues.
You think?
I believe, yeah, I think he has mental health issues. I really do.
So they probably messed him up by playing him so early.
Probably.
I wouldn't have drafted him.
Basically,
Tell you the truth.
given that he only had that 1 year at Florida, and really and truly, that 1 year at Florida, he had 3 good games
That's
where
it.
he looked like he was the best football player that God ever created. But the rest of the time, he
And,
was average.
and our Caucasian brothers always get hyped over our build. Oh, look how he's built. He's statuesque. Come on, man.
Hmm.
I've seen some statue built guys that just cry as soon as they get hit. So I
I
don't
know.
know. We don't matter in size, whether it's running the ball, whether it's fighting or anything. Size don't mean nothing to a lot of people. I know a
Not
lot of
really.
us.
No, especially if you got some quickness and some toughness.
Yeah, toughness. That's it right there. Toughness.
Yeah. Because I know some little dudes, and I was really fortunate that I didn't have to play against them. But
Like I,
I watched some guys growing up. There was this little guy out of San Antonio named Warren McVeigh. who played at the University of Houston, then played for the Kansas City Chiefs. And they listed Warren McVay at 5'7". Ain't no way in the world Warren McVay was 5'7" tall. But they listed him at 5'7". Man, weighed about 180 pounds. You put 5'6" and 180 pounds together as fast as he
Mm-hmm.
was, man. By the middle of the third quarter, 225, 230-pound linebackers, they was tired of dealing with Warren McVay. They just couldn't quite get to the hole to close that gap.
I listen to. I like to see RC on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to him talk.
Yeah.
And as much as he talks to me, SH. That's why I get from him.
Right.
And I went back and watched some of his highlights. Oh, the brother was good. He's a
Oh,
little
he
bit
could play.
like you.
Yeah.
He's a little
But he could
like you.
play. Yeah.
Oh,
He
he
could
didn't
play,
mind
man.
hitting. He
No,
didn't
not at
mind
all.
hitting.
Not at all.
So I see why he talks the way he talks.
Yeah. I
And I didn't
listen to
like
him
that.
because he's done it.
Yeah. And I didn't like that disagreement they had with the guy on TV the other day. He was telling the guy, you there?
I'm here. I'm listening because I missed
Oh,
it.
he was telling the guy that the guy gave his opinion, and there's three ball players there, and plus him, and Greeny, of course. And he told the guy, your answer came from a good, no disrespect, from a non-player's point of view. Now let me give you the
Mm-hmm.
player's point of view. The guy blew up. He got mad. He said, "Oh, y'all gonna
uh,
team up on me now?" He said, "No, we finna educate you." Now
right.
ESPN is looking into that situation and talking about doing something to what's it called RC, RP,
Why?
whatever he's because he's of what he said. Because he said the guy, he said, "Don't no disrespect, but you're talking from a non-player's point of view. We're going to tell you what the players see and say." Now, I thought that was the purpose of having this guy on there, so you can get
Yeah,
both
and, and
points of
that's
views.
and that's not the first time that somebody has taken that position. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Teddy Bruschi used to take that position all the time. All the time. He would sit there
Yeah,
on the round table and say, "You haven't played. You never played the game." Many times he said that. So, I mean, the
yeah,
thing about RC should really be in somebody's front office in the NFL anyway.
he should. He should.
Yeah,
Now he
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 know he
uh
knows the game, man.
he told the guy, no disrespect from what I'm about to say. And the
Hmm.
guy said, "Oh, no respect, no problem, no problem." He said, "You're talking from a player from a non-player point of view,"
Yeah,
and they didn't like it.
It wasn't Michael Lombardi, was it? He was talking to.
Yes, 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 yes,
Really?
yes. I think yes, yes. That new guy that kind of think he knows it all.
Yeah, that's not Lombardi's been around for a while, so it must be somebody I don't know.
Oh no, it's somebody else. It's a guy with black hair. I can't remember his name. He's
Uh,
pretty
I
good
think.
though. The
Hmm.
guy's good. The guy that he was talking to is good, and he was just saying let me tell you what they think in this way, but they didn't like it. Just like
Yeah, that.
they giving Monica McNutt a hard time because the guy was wearing a Barry Sanders shirt, and she said, "So you wearing a Shador shirt?" He said, "No, it's Sanders." He said Barry Sanders. And she go, "Oh my God, all I seen was Sanders. I didn't see
Hmm.
They was like, oh, she
Right,
should have recognized that." Everybody make a mistake, dude. I mean, it wasn't
dude.
no
Was she
crucial,
was she even born when Barry Sanders was playing?
probably.
I mean, Monica is what, in her mid 20s, mid to late 20s?
She gotta be there, yeah. So she
when did Barry hang it up? About 2001 or something. When did he hang it
somewhere
up,
in
man?
there. So
Somewhere in
McNutt,
there?
yeah, McNutt may not know.
Yeah. She may not really know Barry Sanders. She
It,
probably
it, it
heard the
was no
name.
big. It was no big deal.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I'm as bad as anybody on old timerisms because I remember all the people that played when I was coming up that I idolized. Right? I
Yeah.
remember all those people. My children, my two boys, they're looking at me like, who? They have to go look it up because they don't believe me that so and so played, you know, um, like I talked to them about Earl Campbell. I talked to them about Joe Washington
Yeah,
and
that's the one. That's a
John Jefferson, who was John Washington before he changed his name to John Jefferson, the receiver that played for the Chargers. I
right,
mean, these
right.
are people. These are people that I knew. Like Earl Campbell's mother and all of them. They went to my uncle's church in Tyler, so I would see them once a year when we went down there for Thanksgiving.
Right.
I mean, these are people. These are people that I personally knew. Joe
Yeah.
Washington. When we go down to Port Arthur, Orange, and that area to see that side of our family. Let me going like, hey man, that's Joe Washington over there. You go over and say
Joe
hello and all that
Washington.
kind of
I
stuff.
didn't know he was from Texas.
Port Arthur, yeah, oh yeah. His
Port
dad, his
Arthur had
dad
some
was
good
his dad
players.
was the coach. His dad was his high school coach.
I met him.
Oh
I
yeah.
met him. My older brother went to OU, so he was there during
Okay.
that time, and we got to meet him at his
Mm-hmm.
apartment. He's a pretty nice guy. He's a real nice guy. He got his autograph. He said, "Oh, y'all gonna throw this stuff away anyway?"
Dude,
We did. We just
he
got
he was so good. He
good.
was
Yeah.
incredible. He was incredible. I mean,
My
he's a
bro-
small dude. Small.
my
I mean,
bro- my brother,
real
my brother
slender.
above me, my brother above me had the same moves as Joe Washington. Same
Mm-hmm.
size too. They were both little
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We our my city. If we would have came out just a little bit later, about 10 years later, we would have dominated. We all would have went somewhere. You ever see the movie with Tom Cruise, All the Right Moves?
Of course. Oh yeah.
And you see how the coach did him at the end? He
Yep.
controlled his that's how they were
Yep.
doing it back then. All the
Yeah.
letters went to the coaches.
Yeah.
And he made the choices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coaches
Yeah.
had power back.
It's funny. There's a guy, you may have seen him that a couple, I think you've been to that Cowboys Fit downtown maybe once or twice, but there's a young black man in there. He's 37, 38 years old now. His name's
Uh-huh.
Tim. And he's one of the trainers. So when this dude was in high school, he went to Fort Worth Southwest. He was his district's offensive player of the year. He rushed for over 2,700 yards his senior year.
Mm.
He got zero scholarship offers, dude,
That he knew of.
that he knew of. Exactly. That he knew of. Zero.
That
I'm
wasn't
going,
true.
how can this be? You're the offensive player of the year in your district. In not an easy district. It's not the greatest district, competitive district in the state, but it's in a metroplex,
Right.
right? You running for almost 3,000 yards.
Ooh,
I think he said something like 22, 23 touchdowns. And you got no offers? They did him dirty, man.
very dirty.
Yeah.
But will Barkley hit 2,000 yards this year?
No, no, he won't. He won't. No. And they don't need him to. They need Barkley to get 110 yards in week 17, 115 yards first playoff game, 123 in the NFC Championship game, and be healthy for the Super Bowl. The rest of those games, he can run for 85, 90, as long as they're winning. They don't need to wear, they know what he can do now. They don't need to wear him out during the regular season. They need him running, trucking people and jumping over people in the playoffs.
That was an incredible play.
That was, man. That was amazing. I was trying to think. I think I seen one other person, but the person I saw didn't do it backwards.
Man.
I never seen anybody do it backwards, dude. Never.
First thing I did
without being touched.
Without being touched. I sent it to my old roommate and I said, "Can you do this, DK?" You know, he can do everything. He's really athletic, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's from outside of Austin. But anyway, he's like, "Oh, sure, I can do that." He probably could, because he's really good. He's really athletic. So
I seen some guys.
Even at the age of 50, he said he runs a 4.5.
No, he ain't running no 4.5 at age 50. He dreaming about a 4.5.
No, he said he got time one time and hit a 4.5.
No.
He's really athletic. He probably could have. He probably could have.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You go find me. Give it 5 more years. I think he'll be about 40. Usain Bolt, fastest man alive of all time as far as track and field. At age 40, Usain Bolt will not be able to run a 4.5 40. Won't
There
happen.
are some guys that when I was in Austin, there was a ton of fast guys older.
Not 40 and over. Nah, it's not happening, man. You can run like guys that used to run 4.4. If they're still running in their 40s, they're running 4.6.
We had a flag football league, and if you didn't have a team, all the other teams got to watch you try out 40s, and stuff like that before we can draft you and put you on a. Man, we had quite a few older guys running 4.4s, 4.5s.
You were hand timing them, and you were giving them grace.
No, we had hand time. Yeah,
I promise you, you were giving them grace, Lance.
No,
you look up when you have time. Look up fastest recorded times for distances for men over the age of 40. Guinness Book of World Records, anything you want, any way you want to check it. The human body is the human body. There's only certain things it is capable of doing at certain stages of its life. There's a reason that you don't have defensive backs age 39. Best trained, best paid athletes in the world, in the history of the world, man, at age 38, the legs are gone, bro. And they're training all the time to stay in the league and in the money. They are motivated to stay in the money, and they can't do it. So you're going to tell me that a guy with no motivation to go for the money is going to be able to do it? No. He may want to in his mind. His body won't let him do it. His body's going to tell him, you got to start thinking about the rest of your life, real estate license, engineering, management over here, management over there. No, you're not running 4.4s and 4.5s at that age. Brady was playing
Who?
and being timed at 5.3 and 5.4 in the 40.
Yeah, but he was running that when he was 18.
I know. I'm making a joke, but your body just slows down. It
It
just
slows
doesn't have the
down.
same explosiveness.
I
It
slow
just it,
down
it
when I
wasn't
hit
meant to
60.
happen. Dude, let's see, what year was it? 2000, 2009? 2000? No, 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 no. It was 2000. It was a year 2000. So year 2000, I am 43 years old because this was prior to my 44th birthday. And I was in really, really good shape. I mean, I was in really good shape for a man in his early 40s. So we're back, my hometown, Snyder's family get together. My son's there. He's 13. Yeah, he had turned 13. So he's there. I got two nephews there they're all born like within 8 or 9 months of each other. So they're all like 13-year-olds. They're all, gearing up to be top-notch athletes. My one nephew, he ended up being the starting quarterback at SMU. So I'm going to take these guys out to the old junior high football field where I was a star,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to race. We're going to run the 40 in. Start at the 40, run to the goal line on my signal. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm out of the gates, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was always a good starter. So we're at the 20, headed toward the 15, and out of the corner of my eye, I could see them easing up on me. So I go to shift into a higher gear to hold them off for the last 15 yards. You know the rest of the story.
They got
Pop the hammy.
you. Look. Look, my old roommate, my money goes on him. I think he did it. I ain't no doubt him. He was always a fast runner. He's about 10 years younger than me, so. And he's the only one out of all three of us that's still active in sports. Flag
Okay.
football, basketball. I think he did it. He's pretty fast. Now, a young Lance would beat a young Darren. You follow what I'm
How
saying?
young? How young a Lance?
I mean, just take me back down to 22, 21, 22,
Okay.
and keep it and put
Okay.
him at 21, 22. I get it. I get it. I
Hmm.
keep telling him that all the time. I get it. I seen him run at his best. So yeah,
When I was 21, I ran two. I ran a 4.45 and a 4.55 back to back
mhm.
for Detroit. They came for pro day. Of
Okay.
course, back in the day, we're talking about 1970s now.
Yeah.
Everything was
That's it.
everything was hand time.
All right.
Even
You
track
got a
meets
problem with that?
back in the
You got a
day,
problem with
even
that?
track meets. Well, I mean, it's not as exact as digital timing. We know that,
Oh.
right? We know it's not as an exact science as digital timing.
Bo Jackson said that electronic was it messed him out of some points. He said all the hands was faster and the electric was slow.
Hmm. Don't work. It doesn't work that way. The human
Well, that's
eye is always going to be one step behind. So your
now
movement of your hands is going to be slow.
I did see Barry Switzer in a group when they go, they wait a little bit, then go hit the clock. And
Mm.
we sit there and laugh, like, when you gonna start the clock? After they get to the 20? And the Barry's looking at like laughing and giggling. And then when he do his Barry Switzer show, he said, "Yeah, I got some 4 3s and some 4 2s,
Yeah.
but technically he didn't."
It's funny because he didn't have to do that. He had some legitimately guys that could run.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
he
he had
had
some
some
guys
real
that
good
could fly,
players.
man. Legitimately fly. I mean, he had guys running second team.
There's a kid on UT, number 13, a white guy.
Hmm.
He's fast. Have you watched him?
You're talking about the kid that caught the 2 touchdown passes, right?
I don't know if he caught two. You know that I missed. That they scored all them points within 5 minutes of the game,
Yeah, it
so
was real quick.
I didn't get
It
to
was
see.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
yeah,
you're talking about the same kid that caught the long touchdown pass, he caught another touchdown pass as well.
he's fast.
A short. Yeah, he is fast. He's not as fast as a Wingo kid, supposedly,
Really,
but he looks faster than Wingo
he
does.
looks fast. He looks
Yeah,
really fast. I was impressed with his quickness.
he reminds me of Sunday Night Football guy when he played for Cincinnati. That same kind of long, gangly body,
Mm-hmm.
but is really fast. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's on Sunday Night Football, the color commentator on
Colin
NBC. Yeah,
Collinsworth, Chris.
Collinsworth. Yeah,
Yeah,
Collinsworth. He doesn't talk about it much, but he can pick him up and put him down, man. He was pretty
I didn't
fast.
think I didn't think he was fast. I just thought he was a very good route runner.
That's what people think. No, he can run, dude. Yeah, he can run a little bit. He has some speed.
I like Chris. I liked him when he played
Yeah,
with
he's a good guy.
Cincinnati too.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. He's the real deal. He's a conscientious guy. Calls it like he sees it. Doesn't play favorites. Again,
He
he's one of
does
those
a little
guys that
bit
I don't think so. I think he calls it right down the middle. I think he has too much respect for the game to, elevate somebody above somebody else simply
because
based on his likes and dislikes.
he wasn't gonna call this year. He came back and called it though.
Oh, really? What was he going to
Yeah.
leave? Oh,
Oh, he
you
was
have a
just gonna
reason?
retire. Oh,
Really?
his physical health was
Hmm.
deteriorating. He was getting a
Okay.
little old in it.
His son is in the business now.
Yeah. And it's amazing because all the older players, when they see these young Chris kids and all that they be like, I didn't think you ever get there.
Hmm.
But speaking of which, I think I sent you a thing about art with art. Remember you said nobody was worried about his mechanics? That's all Booger McFarland and all them other guys was talking about was art
Yeah. Yeah.
mechanics. Come to find
Yeah.
out, he's supposed to have a hurt shoulder.
Well, Sark said he doesn't. Now, who knows? If his coach doesn't
Yeah.
know, if his coach doesn't believe he's hurt, how the people who've never been in the locker room or on the sidelines going to say he's hurt?
Because when he threw that one pass in the first quarter, that number 13 was open. I sent you the video.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the
And
play. They showed the play
he threw the
over and
ball,
over
and his
again.
face was like, oh, when he threw the
Yeah,
ball. Like,
understood. So nobody in football has ever, or baseball, or even basketball, has ever made any kind of a move, and you went, "Dang, what was that?"
man, he threw the ball 10 yards short of the receiver.
I know, but that
He did a
happens.
Cam Newton like him.
That happens to golfers. Something tweaks in your body that one
Man,
time, and you're like,
I agree.
"Where'd that come from?" You played the game, you know this.
Yeah, but this dude, he got a messed up throwing motion. I'm telling you.
Okay,
And
well,
then
we'll keep
everybody
seeing
else
him
jumped on the
as
mechanics of it.
long as he keeps throwing 4 touchdown passes a game. I'll live with it.
He ain't gonna do that. I mean, they got
Well,
lucky that this.
let's wait and see because everybody's lucky if you
He
don't think they can do
cause, cause it was nothing. That take away that 5 minutes. 5 minutes, the score was 10-7. So I just
What
don't
what what
see
was the what was the final score?
take away that 5 minutes.
What was
That
the final
5 minutes,
score? What was the final score?
10-7.
What was the final score of the game?
Now, their defense get a little love because the offense messed up so much. The other team missed 3, 4 field goals at the start of the game. Wait till they play some better. They got UTEP this weekend. UTEP will give them a little struggle, just a little.
Ye-
The thing is UT is at home, and they'll be a little. They get all right. They get some good calls and some and whatnot. I know that
Dude,
the spread, the spread
they
this
could
weekend,
give,
the spread
what
this
is it, 30
weekend is
points? Is it 30?
30, 38 and a half.
They'll cover that.
Oh, I'm sorry, 36 and a half.
They'll
They
cover
didn't
that.
cover last week. Over and under is
They'll
54.
cover. That's
They
about
did.
right. I'm thinking 45-7, 45-10. Yeah,
Ooh,
45-10.
you still like them suckers that much? I can't see it. We play Oklahoma plays Temple.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Temple, and I thought
Mm-hmm.
Temple was going to give us a hard time because they blew out 2 teams. But anybody can blow out Howard and UMass.
Yeah, because Howard does not. Well, Howard will be good in their own league, but not playing Division I teams. They're not. They're not up
Yeah,
for that. There's just a good paycheck for them, and to go to Philadelphia and play Temple.
yeah, and UMass is
UMass is a basketball school,
yeah, yeah.
pure and simple. They're a basketball
Hey,
school.
hey, what you think about this? LeBron James. Uh, he kind of threw it out there, and he said people like him and KD and others should not have to wait to go to the Hall of Fame.
You can say all you want to. The Hall of Fame has rules, so you just stick by the rules, and everybody else had to go to get in there. So
Yeah,
it'll be an honor and a privilege for him to go in whenever it happens. But they're
they
not going to
just
change
throwing
the
it out
rules for
there.
anybody. Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah, they
keeps their
just
name. It keeps their names in people's minds, and that's basically it. You sent me something else where they're comparing LeBron to some of these present day younger players, and
yeah, that was
who
no, they were
cares?
just
I
who
know.
cares?
I mean,
A
is he
lot of
is he
people
better
care.
than Tatum? Is he better than this guy? Is he better than this guy? Is he better than Kawhi? I mean, if you love LeBron, you're going to say yes. If you think LeBron has
But
peaked
these
and is
people,
on his downhill side, you might say
them people
no.
don't love LeBron. They don't like LeBron. The ones
Yeah,
that were
dude.
talking. That's what made
Yeah,
it
how do
so
you
funny.
how do you know? You
I
are not
follow
in the
these
pre
guys.
you're not in the pre-show meeting where they
I follow
decide
these
which
guys.
position. Lance, they don't talk to you about what they decide, what
No.
position they're going to take in the pre-show meeting. Half the time, those guys are taking a position that's not theirs. It's entertainment. They're playing a role.
Okay.
They're playing a role, man. That's not
Okay.
who they are. If you see them out at a restaurant, sit down with them, they're not the same person.
No. What I'm saying is, every show they come on, those two particular guys, all they do is knock LeBron.
Okay. Then they're
If
not
that's their
genuine.
position, is
Yeah.
their position? No. What they're saying is they open their eyes. They might hate LeBron, but reality is he's a better player than 90% in the league.
Yeah, of
And that's
course
all
he
they're
is.
saying. They